Just showing my notes here, Trenton Garmin, June the 17th, 2025. This seems to be the most appropriate thing to do, primarily because I don't have additional energies and time and resources to waste with regards to my interactions of the few agents of the Alabama State Bar. I find the Constitution to be a good thing, and I also find it to be a good thing to have a state bar. But I also believe that corruption is real, and I believe that discrimination is real. Those are facts that need to be discovered by the jury if one or the other are true. But I'm open as a citizen to exercise my right to question others' integrity when it violates the Constitution. And I had someone recommend that I not use the names of bar employees. Well, let's be real clear, it's safer that I do use their name. And the reason that I'm doing that is because these are based on fact allegations and mistreatment that I've sustained, that my clients have sustained, and that my children and even the people of the state of Alabama have sustained indirectly and are not even aware of. So the Me Too movement hit me in 2017 because I was advocating for life. My Alabama State Bar then turned on me shortly thereafter and solicited me into an ALAP program. That ALAP program utterly failed me because I was compliant, and yet they were oppositional to me when it came time for me, after getting out of jail, being unlawfully jailed, to go back to the practice of law. The current Alabama State Bar deputy assigned, Jeremy McIntyre, has allowed theft, false witness, fraud. He has allowed my fees in Jennifer Hill's case, the DeVille Project, Yvonne Miller's case, and expenses in other cases, to include the Walsh case and the fee in it, to go uncollected. He's allowed for fraud to be worked into the record. He's refused to honor a 91-day suspension that I did not agree to. I wrote not guilty. So if 91 days was what he thought was appropriate, I wrote not guilty. That was 3+ years ago. So in the middle of a custody battle, I've got a former law enforcement officer who's never actually practiced law, a fake trial lawyer holding my licensure right and defaming my name. So I will call him Dirty Jeremy until he becomes constitutional. And I don't care about the rules of man that seek to supersede the Constitution, period. So any judge or lawyer that tries to correct me about the Constitution with one of their silly-ass rules is nothing but another conspirator to the effectively stronghold down at the Alabama State Bar. So this is a list of what I've gone through to just lay out my relationship as an individual and as a business license holder who paid $300 for a license. Clark Hall has taken my fees in a mold case, presuming it's finalized, that he did not work up. The man threatened me with a gun, and y'all know the other complaints about harassment. And I won't get into the details of what he offered that I do not partake in because I'm a Catholic. And y'all have tolerated him not even providing an accounting. And now the truth be told, this ain't about ego either. It's about the damn money. My kids need money. If my kids' money is taken by other lawyers, or the right to make money for my kids is impaired by a dirty cop who's never tried a case and defrauded and dirtied himself. He defrauded himself in his own file. Dr. Springs has approved of the medications I've taken. I'm not going to listen to some redhead who's not a doctor at the state bar tell me what to put in my body or what not to put in my body. So shame on you, Shannon, for trying to tell me not to take what my doctors tell me to take and then taking an adversarial position counter to our agreement. Dr. Kelly, lifelong doctor, giving me thumbs up. Dr. Kumar, known him about 30 years, giving me thumbs up in submitted reports. Dr. Fawnstock with the VA gave me thumbs up. Dr. Vogt, your own doctor, gave me thumbs up, and I stay under the routine care of the VA. Best care in the world because I'm a veteran, went to the United States Military Academy. So I'm sorry that I'm elite, but I believe in truth. I have had Tim McGee as a mentor. That's a lawyer. Love him. So I've been in the bar a long time. That was while I was in college. Lori Michaud, she's in the Virginia bar. Clay Hornsby, his dad used to be Supreme Court Chief Justice, and he's witnessed y'all mistreat me, discriminate against me, and otherwise lie about me, my competency. I represented Chief Justice Roy Moore for 7 years and was successful at it, and I got a dirty cop holding up my business right to go to court on behalf of my clients. And I had a client message me yesterday asking me to help them. That's time I don't get paid for, you silly fake people. Also, I did clerk a course for Leon Garman, my dad. So I consider myself, since 1986, being consciously aware of law offices, working in them, and being honest. Y'all have committed discrimination, you've tolerated theft of property, you've tolerated fraud, basic bullying, and you have BOK, you breached the contract that we had. And you're also not going to prevent me from pivoting on your misrepresentations and mistreatment of me, okay? A drinking question and a divorce has nothing to do with my professional ethics of helping folks, specifically when the facts show that I'm 35-0, tickets and all that, not been found guilty of anything ever hurt the soul, period. I played football. That's how we got any aggression, and I also did it for your state as an all-star. So journalism is what I'm doing, whether you like it or not, the few corrupt ones down in the current administration at the Alabama State Bar. Search engine optimization and AI coding. I will tag your names to this with journalism, and it's a profession, it's a business, I have the right to do it. Put the truth out there, and your children and your grandchildren and your digital reputation until Jesus comes back will be tagged as the things that are true herein and the other things that I've established based on records. Because you're FOP, Fraternal Order Police, unfortunately, National Socialist. You think my property is your property if you want it. You think my right to a licensure, my life as a lawyer, is just subjected to your whims and your emotions. And you don't do penance. You don't rethink what you've done and bring corrections. So as a matter of fact, you've not forced any accounting. You've done no foundation laying, even in the hearings, and made accusation. You are in fact incompetent and corrupt. Okay, you introduced evidence of my ex-father-in-law, and unfortunately my kids had complained that he had abused them verbally. So in the middle of a divorce, while my kids are claiming this ex-father-in-law has abused them, rather than even listen to the records, I got hit in the head by my ex-wife, and no reports of abuse in entire time I was around my children, because I love my kids too much to ever hurt them. So y'all are silly, 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 3+ years later for supposedly what was worth 91 days. So I hate to say you're fakes and frauds, I'll just say you're silly. But no, I'm going to defend my name, and I'm going to tag y'all, because I did go to West Point. I am a coding expert, and you guys are pretenders. When it came time to get out there and work hard for your school, I was playing ball, whether it was baseball, football. When it came time to do the labor, I was working at church, building buildings. When it's come time to step up, I went and got a CDL because I believe hard work matters. You are lazy, fake ticks pretending to be lawyers down in my bar association. I'm an Alabama State Bar constitutional lawyer, and you are not. For doing these things, those people reference, period. And Shannon Knight, you are unconstitutional and not representing the charter of the Alabama State Bar and the intentions of the ALAP program. Peace be with you. I'm more healthy than all of y'all because I'm a Christian.